In today's video, I'm going to find out firsthand how big the difference is between perfectly BIS blues and random stat bum blues. To kick things off, we're going to be starting with the BIS Blues, but before we hop into the gameplay, for any of you that are interested in the kit, perks, skills, spells, stats, or utilities that I was running during these games, you can see that all on screen now. And yes, I know this is not the undisputable best blue kit you could build, but it's certainly close. If you have any suggestions for how it could have been better, make sure to let me know in the comments. Hopping into our first match, and I run into a ranger whose home life situation must have not been going too well. After falling victim to the ranger trap and losing most of my HP, I knew my only chance to salvage this fight was to create some distance and find some way to reset. After some crucial whiffs on both of our parts, and the major assist from the mummy, I find my opportunity to reset. And I have a lot of people ask me why I run a hybrid build that uses roughly 8 to 10 magical healing and life drain plus Hydra, but there's no better example of its use case than right here. To me, it really is the best of both builds coming together. You get the insanely quick reset potential from Hydra and Drain when you can pull it off, but you also have the outplay potential and mobility that magical healing plus curses provide from mobs and players, which the value of is hard to describe on paper, but when played around properly, it gives you so many opportunities to clutch up and turn fights in your favor. Now this guy was probably pretty mad or doesn't know the matchup very well, but he definitely put himself at a major disadvantage by trying to push into me with the spear instead of playing outside of my range with his bow. Alright, that guy was very mad. And he got shit on, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I gotta hit him with this real quick because he's probably watching. That was the only noteworthy PvP that I got during the first match, so I was able to collect the pile and then go ahead and make my escape. Basically the same thing as a gold coin chest or unique. Alright. W. That was a solid run. Moving on to the second match, and pretty early on, I noticed someone in the room next to me meleeing mobs, so I precast a flame walk and begin to engage. Okay, that guy got kind of cooked, I won't lie. Was this the geared one? This is the one that looked a little geared, but he's actually not particularly. Next up, we have a caster 1v1, and this guy was pretty clean with it, so I gotta give him props. I'm not gonna lie, that guy was kind of crisp with the ice bolts. Like, I've never been hit by 3 ice bolts in a row. That was like props to that guy, for real. He also played around the torch pretty well. After that, there wasn't any more PvP other than just scaring a couple of people off the pile, so I went ahead and collected the pile for myself and made my extraction. Yeah, I cannot disagree with you there, P-Bomb. The exemplar rank is legit, like, it's pretty miserable. Like, I'll just say that. Up next, we've got the third match, which has the most PvP of them all. And first up, we've got another caster 1v1. I definitely had an advantage in that fight because I was able to get a magic protection pot off in advance, but the guy died in good spirits with that emote he gave me at the end. Now this next one, if you watched my last video where I talked about people wasting your time while you're trying to hit the gold pile, if you didn't believe me, you probably should after you see this clip. I don't trust that guy. He looks like he's trying to get his grubby fingies on the pile. What are you doing, bro? No shot. Yeah, exactly. I mentioned this in the video, but yeah, this shit is so annoying when they do this stuff. And also, he might now just like run around and look for another player and say, hey, let's go team up on the guy doing the pile. That's like another annoying aspect. Okay, he thinks I didn't see him. All right. This guy is whiffing those throwing knives. Whew, that was actually hella close. Please no icicle. Please no icicle. That guy definitely looked more default than he was, I believe. How much damage he did. Yeah, if he had cutthroat, I would have actually been cooked probably. That would have been a disaster. Oh, yeah, he's got a blue rondelle. Those are nice. He's got some fizz damage bonus as well. We got another competitor. Oh my. That guy hurts. This is another showcase of why having some magical healing in your kit can be pretty valuable, because not only am I healing off my Hydra and the player at this point, but magical healing also increases the amount of health you gain from health potions as well. Let me get this door open really quick. Oh, he's playing Dissonance. What the hell? Bro, this is the first time I've ever seen a bard play Dissonance. At this point, I was starting to get really nervous about a third party coming in, but fortunately for me, he makes a critical mistake and allows me to trap him in the room with a Hydra in just a moment. Okay, there we go. Whew. That was pretty good too. Yeah, let me close this door. Alright, let's check this guy's stuff. Truth is... Strength, not bad. Jeez, there's some like 9% fizz power, bonus legs, purple serve bow, max off. From this point forward, there's no additional PvP, so I'm able to collect the pile and make my escape. So what am I thinking for stats for a bum blue build? Do I want to literally just... I mean, I could just come in here and I could literally just buy the cheapest one and just like end up with completely random stats. That might be the strat. Let's do a life drain Hydra build. Let's go rawhide, rare. I'll just buy literally the cheapest rare item for each of these slots. As you can probably tell from that last clip, all I'm doing for the bum blues is buying the cheapest possible rare option of the right item type from the marketplace. The only exception is the Phoenix Choker, which I get +1 all on each time because they are extremely cheap. 88 gold. Sheesh. So a little more expensive, but reasonable. Boom, 90G. I think 310 with your fists out is like kind of the magic number. But so let me go test my damage real quick. This is gonna feel awkward. I mean, honestly, like 22, I'm actually surprised that it's 22. I genuinely thought it was gonna be like 16 or like 18 or something. I guess it really is the spellbook like carrying a fair bit, but like 22 does not feel bad. I also cast pretty quick. Hopping into the first game of the bum blues section, and the only change I made to the build is to drop torture mastery for dark reflection. I did forget to do it for the first game though, and I just added it for the second and third game. Oh my god, this guy's already on me. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead. Am I not dead? Do you have crush? No crush. Here I juked him quite a bit and it allowed me to create a lot of distance. I'm not gonna lie, I'm outplaying this guy. Wait, there's a barbarian! No. No, man, the third party. No. Huh? What? I made a last-ditch effort to try and convince the rogue to not third-party me, but it didn't work out in my favor. But as I'm sure you can tell, I was incredibly shocked to see that the Barb was running an exclusively purple and legendary kit in the under 299 lobby. Which you can see it certainly was a 299 and under lobby if you go back and look at my gear score during the damage test. He obviously must have had very low meds, but honestly I'm still a little perplexed. Hopping into the second match, and I knew somebody was doing the pile, so I wanted to go for the fight. However, it ended up being a fighter with a crossbow, and I only had like 98 HP with this kit, so things got a little tricky. That was my chance. Oh, well, that hurt. Hit this health shrine really quick. This guy is definitely geared. It's gonna be a hard fight, if not just impossible. Wait, not me, bro. No. Bro, I'm getting third partied in all of these games. That's like probably one of the things that sucks the most about having poop gear is you can't finish fights. So, as you can probably tell, I unfortunately got third partied 2 games in a row. Obviously, some of this is due to being a little unlucky and being in high traffic areas of the map, but when you are lacking health, move speed, damage, cast speed, and a number of other important stats, it forces you to play extremely meticulously, especially against someone that is more geared than you, because a singular mistake will probably cost you the fight. As such, it's pretty hard to end fights quickly, and this is probably part of what led me to getting third-partied twice in a row. Here we are in the third game with the Bum Blues, and I pretty shortly run into a barbarian in the middle of killing some mobs, and the chase begins. Oh, someone did in fact spawn in here. Oh, we in doggy room. Yeah, what this guy have? This guy's probably default, right? Sheesh. Those are insane pants. I had finally caught a break with the bum blues and ended up making my way to the middle room. I noticed the pile was gone, so I started doing a little bit of looking for the person that took it. Oh, hell. I thought this was the ranger. Oh, you got crossbow. Oh, I'm dead, I think. Oh, am I dead? Oh, he's dead. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, what this guy got? 1 all. Okay. 2 dex, 6 magi res. Not horrible. But all in all, this guy was not too geared. That was all the PvP from this game. The rest of the match I just spent running around looking for the person that did the pile, but I could never find them. Ow. After having last match go a little bit better than the previous two, I decided I would do just one more game and really see if I could get the pile with the bum blues. Oi! Alright, this is gonna be hard. This guy's probably geared, and it's a ranger matchup. No trap. Where'd he go? Oh. Whoa! Hold up, time out mobs, time out mobs. Oh, hell nah. Hold up, I gotta come back for that guy in a minute. I gotta get out of here at the moment. Or are you lock on wood, Zix? Let's go, we had a little bit of a come up. Oh, those are good boots. The bum blues Warlock strikes. Let's go. Nothing crazy on this guy, but spears do sell for a ton usually. Take that spear. Do rangers buy this shit? That was the only PvP I saw during that match, and I was able to get to the pile, but unfortunately someone had already taken roughly half of it, so I didn't actually get that much. But after collecting the pile, I was able to go ahead and make my extraction. In conclusion, after having tested out the bum blues for 4 matches, I can safely say there is a massive difference between carefully picked stats and random ones. And while this was something I already pretty much knew, it was interesting actually testing it out for myself and really getting to experience it firsthand. I would have to say that the difference is probably too much if you ask me, and if you've watched some of my other content, this shouldn't come as much of a shock to you. But this only reaffirmed my belief that the gear disparity in this game is definitely a bit overtuned in its current state. It is important to note though that the PvP I had in these lower quality kits was actually pretty damn fun and rewarding, and really made me wonder if something like a solo self-found mode could actually work in this game, assuming the player base ever gets to a healthier spot. Also, if you're trying to practice PvP, then something like this is definitely the way to go. Every kit of Bum Blues I bought was basically 1,000 gold or less, so it was very little investment, and while the gear disparity is very high, you're not so undergeared that it's impossible to beat someone even if they're in BIS Blues, as an example. And last but not least, take it easy, chefs.